Hey everybody, it's Chloe here with Rita Dog Training, and I am very excited to share with you how you can teach your dog, train your dog how to do the place command. You hear me talk about it a lot in other videos, and it's a big thing that we teach our clients because it helps people develop that on-off switch, that calm dog when you need it. So this is a DIY version of it. You get to work from home, do it all on your own with the help of this video, and yeah, you can create the dog that is calm when you need. So what exactly is the place command? Really all it is an area that you have designated, typically a dog bed, maybe it's a rug or a bath mat or just a towel, whatever whatever is small enough to really fit your dog's body. You send your dog to the bed, right? And you go about doing your daily tasks. Maybe that's cooking dinner, maybe that's caring for your children or for your family, maybe that's cleaning the house, maybe you're entertaining guests, maybe you're doing office work, right? So these are all scenarios where we typically don't want our dogs in the way, following us around, tripping us, right? Or maybe they're off on their own and they're just energetic and getting into trouble, all that kind of, nonsense stuff. Well, rather than having your dog get in the way or get into trouble, you can include them in your life, right, in your daily routines, but have them in a designated area where you know they're safe and they're staying out of trouble, okay? And while you can actually be more productive to get your things done, right? So it's really an amazing tool that you can use to really just have peace of mind and some control in your daily life to get the things done without having to worry about the dog. So this is how you can create that calm dog on command, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach you about the tools that we use a little bit, or talk about them and the tools that you can use, and then go through a few different phases of just the beginning of place command. And afterwards, make sure you go about and practice daily, and just throw it into your daily routine. And yeah, practice, and you can progress more and more, throw in more distractions, more temptations, and really test your dog to see how well they understand the place command. And of course, if you need more help, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help. But why don't we go ahead and get right into it? So first off, before we begin, let's talk about briefly the tools that you're going to need. One, you're going to need a leash. We've got a 6-foot leash here, and then you can use a 4-foot as well. And then we have on a Herman Sprenger prong collar for the dog. We also are going to need a bed. In this case, we're using a place cot. You could use just a regular dog bed, a towel, a blanket, really anything. It could even be a rug, okay? Just something that has, that's just not too big, something that can fit the dog's body, and a tad bigger maybe, but nothing ginormous, okay? We want to make sure it's really clear that what we're teaching the dog. Okay, make it as simple as possible. So, first thing we're going to do is we're just going to introduce the place mat to the dog, start pairing it with the words, and then reinforcing when they step onto the bed, okay? So once the dog puts their feet and really their whole body onto the bed is when I'm going to start marking with yes, okay? That's reinforcing, telling the dog that I like what you did, keep doing that, okay? You can certainly use food through this process. This guy's not really food driven, so I don't really think I need to do it. But if you feel like you might need to encourage your dog, motivate your dog a little more, feel free to use food, okay? And you can just be their daily food. It doesn't necessarily have to be treats. All right, let's go ahead and do this. All right, Captain. Place. Good. Place. Good. Good boy. I lied, I said I was going to say yes. I'm saying good as my marker. Let's go. Good. And you can do this from different directions. It doesn't have to always be from one direction. So we're going to pause. Good. Let's go. Place. Good. Good boy. Good. Good. So me just talking to him, telling him good is enough to get him excited, enough to reward him. I don't really need to be petting him or giving him lots of affection or giving him food. He's really happy just doing the work. Let's go. Good. So again, we're pausing. Place. Good boy. Good boy. Good. We're not looking for a sit or a down, or we're not asking for it, I should say. Eventually we will, but really what's cool is that automatically your dog will typically just start sitting or start downing on their own. Let's go. Good boy. Pause. Good. Place. Good boy. And if you notice, I'm typically stopping right in the center of the cot so that they're more encouraged to stop. Right now in the beginning, if I were just to keep moving forward, the dog would likely to keep moving forward along with me. Let's go. Good. Pause. Place. Good boy. No. Place. I'm going to guide him back with the leash. Place. Good. I don't want to mark it until all of his feet are on the cot. Good boy. See, I don't want to get too excited. Let's go. Do it one more time. Place. Good boy. Okay, so now we're going to move into the second phase, and really we're going to do the same thing, but now we're going to give him a little bit more chance to make a mistake, and we're just going to start stepping away a little bit. Because remember, eventually the goal is to put your dog on place and be able to walk away and do your things while your dog stays put. Okay? Place. Good. I'm stopping here. Good. I'm not continuing to move. I'm staying. Pausing. I'm going to give him a little bit more leash. I'm going to slowly back away. You don't want to make any quick movements or get too excited, especially in this beginning phase. We're just trying to get him to understand what it is we're asking. Good boy. Good. Marking it, letting him know what he's doing is good. Good boy. Let's go. Place. Place. And move forward a little bit. Good. Nope. Use my body pressure. Right him back on. Place. Good boy. Good boy. So you can do little circles around. A little bit of movements. Step away. Good boy. Good. Let's go. Let's go. Place. Sorry. Place. Good. So now I kind of use my body more as a magnet to try to get him to come towards me in that moment. Good boy. Remember, we're not asking for a sit or down yet. That's something you can move on to later on after something like this. Because really, you're going to start getting a dog that downs after a while. Because you're going to leave them there and test their skills. Eventually, they're going to relax and lay down. Good. Let's go. So now we're going to take it just a tiny step forward, and we're nearing the end of teaching the place command. And now we're going to start dropping the leash and seeing what he does. Place. Good. Nope. Place. Good. Good. See if he takes a step forward. Good. I prefer if he was sitting, but remember we're not working on that. Drop it. And then if he gets up, I'm just going to walk towards him and say no, and guide him back onto place. Okay? Good boy. Good boy. So this is where you can certainly reward your dog, let them know. If words aren't enough, you can give him a good boy. You could give him a treat, something like that. So now I'm going to pick up the leash once again, and I'm going to drop it. Because a lot of times when you start anticipate that you're going to start moving. So I kind of like to trick the dog, see what kind of decisions they make. Good boy. Pass that test. Let's go. Good. Place. Good boy. Nope. Place. Good. So you can tell he's sort of getting it, right? But once he puts that foot off, then I want to make sure that I'm like, nope, place. We're not really giving any, huge corrections to the dog yet because they don't understand it yet, right? You're going to have to keep practicing this for the next few days until it's really solid. Good. Let's go. Next thing I want to try is see if I keep moving, will he follow me? I think he might. Let's see. Place. Good. Nope. Place. Good boy. Nope. Place. Good. Good. Good boy. Good. 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 Let's go. Place. Good. Give him a little bit of a moment to watch me to see what kind of decision he would make. That's good. He almost made a mistake. See that again. Let's go. Place. Nope. 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 Place. Good. Let's go. Place. Good. Nope. Place. Nope. Place. Good. Good. See our testimonial. I gave him a little bit of a leash correction. Nothing crazy, just kind of putting the brakes on him. Good boy. Yeah, you getting it? Let's go. Place. Good. Let's go. Good boy. Yeah. Place. Nope. Place. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, dude. You did it. You did it. Good boy. Good boy. Let's go. So those are the phases for place command. And really it's very simple. It's just about practicing. So keep practicing these steps over the next few days. And really the next step is just doing duration on the bed, on the place. Okay, so it could be short increments to begin. It could be 5 minutes and then work your way up to 15, 20, 30, an hour, and so forth. And ideally, your dog can be on place for hours at a time if you need to, if it's necessary, right? So just work your way up. Duration is key. So make sure that you continually work your way up. And really that's it. And then anytime they get off, right, especially in the beginning, it's going to happen. It's new to them. They're still figuring it out. All you got to do is just grab that leash and guide them back onto place. So, Captain Mom, that's his name. Place. Place. Good boy. Good. Making sure you mark it when they do it. Alright, eventually he's going to lay down. He's just going to chill out. You won't have to worry about a thing. Okay? You do need to keep your eye on them though, especially during these learning phases. And while they have a leash and collar on, this is a little safety tip there. Want to make sure you keep your dog safe during this process. So if you're not going to be able to keep your eye on them, make sure you remove the leash and the collar, that sort of thing, or, maybe you're just not going to be using this, because you should be able to check in on your dog every so often to make sure that things are okay. I would never suggest that you put your dog on place and leave them for hours at a time with, a leash and collar on, because their dogs are imperfect, they're going to get up, they're going to make mistakes, but the more and more you practice, and, they won't be getting up. But I want you to make sure that you do this safely for the dog, okay? So if you have any questions, any comments, or you need some more help with it one-on-one, be sure to reach out to us. Our website is RudyDogTraining.com. Hope this was helpful. Hope this helps you to create that calm dog that you've been wanting, to help you overcome those behaviors that are just kind of driving you nuts. So until next time, take care, and we'll see you soon.